Hi everyone, it's Stephanie. I want to share a project that I just completed. I am in a one-on-one swap with BoxieBell, who is Wanda here on YouTube. Her and I decided to trade mini albums using the Prima Lyric collection. So what I used for my base of my mini album were the Celebrate paper bags from Michaels, and I chose the black ones. And sorry about that, guys. I chose to bind it together with the metal rings. So I'm just going to start really quickly here. I titled the mini album Beautiful Friend. And this is the cover. And I'll do a close-up over here. On the rings, I just put a ton of laces, and most of my laces are from either thrift stores or they are from Julie the Paper Bag Lady, and a few other trims that I may have purchased on Zibbit stores. So I put together a little charm over here, a couple of articakes. This is an articake that I just added a flower to, and I took off the bottom piece, which is this piece here, and added some chain and this little purse and another articake charm and another articake charm. So that's what the binding looks like here with the charms hanging off. And then I'm just going to go ahead and start in this corner here. I've got a doily and just a bunch of different flowers with some gesso on them, and a rosette, which is really beautiful, which I purchased on a Zibbit store. I also chose to use some metal. It's similar to chicken wire, but as you can see, it's just like a grid pattern. And I painted that with gesso to kind of give it some extra interest. And so I layered the paper a couple of different layers here, and then I tucked underneath some metal embellishments from Butterbee Scraps, and also I used a piece of that metal, I'll just call it metal fencing, I guess. So here is the piece from Butterbee Scraps, which I had cut in half, and you will see the other half on the other side of the cover. And here's the metal fencing, the flowers, the title. I used some texture paste here with one of my reverse chicken wire masks. I used a piece of chain here, and when I tore back the paper, I put some lace with some gesso on it and another piece of the fencing. Then I put some more beautiful trim over here, layered up some other trims behind it, about 3 layers, and then here is the other piece of that beautiful metal embellishment from Butterbee Scraps, which is a great place to buy metal pieces at great prices. So that is the cover, and I put some tags in. This thing is loaded with tags, so I'll try not to spend too much time. I left most of them pretty plain. This is just a really plain, simple tag. And this here is a very beautiful tag, which I created from this piece that I got from Julie, the Paper Bag Lady. And I believe she might have these for sale. This is a vintage do bill piece that she gifted me. And I just added one of her beautiful doilies and a word from the collection, and then tied it off here with some beautiful trims from her store and some seam binding. And then on the back side, I just created a piece from the collection, and then created these little banners here. Hand cut those out and used a couple of little pieces from a doily, one of those tattered doilies, and a Martha Stewart butterfly here. So that's what that tag looks like. And then the pocket here, every pocket, I will say, has this beautiful Prima lace, and then I put a little piece of this little tape measure in here to add some extra interest. So that is page 1. Moving on to page 2, this is what it looks like. It is very pretty. It's very layered with laces, and I've got an applique down here. which I was gifted, and a flower that I got at Forever 21, which was a barrette, really cheap, like $1, and I just took it apart. A beautiful flower, which I got from Lydia, who is I Triple Dog Dare You. Thank you, Lydia. And I did some texture paste here with that beautiful art script stamp and a piece, chipboard piece from the collection. And I created a couple of tags here and put those in, lots of lace with some doilies, another piece of doily, and really simple, lots of places to add pictures and lots of journaling spots here. So, and then this other top tag here is a piece that I actually recycled from I believe it was like a pair of shorts, and it was just like a double tag, and I just covered it with paper, added some little embellishments here, and, you know, recycled it. So put some lace on it and you would never know. And then this is a beautiful tag, which I love, that I was gifted from Karen, who's JB Lady Scrapper 48. Thank you, Karen. And I decided to give that to Wanda. Her and Wanda are friends, and I thought that I would share that with Wanda. This is another, what I would call a beautiful tag that I created. I love this tag, and this is just a tag, one of my favorite pieces from the collection, along with a little pearl piece that I had in my stash, a doily from Julie the Paper Bag Lady. Of course, all doilies are going to be from her, so I don't have to keep saying it. And a game spinner and some beautiful trims from Julie. So that's what that looks like. And then I've got 2 more tags in here, very simple, that she can put pictures on and or journaling. So that's what those look like. Moving over to the next page, this page actually started from one of the Starbucks coffee sleeves, which you can see here and here. And I used that for my pocket here. I did some stamping with a Prima stamp, some texture paste, and I kind of framed her out, put some pearls in her hair, a little chipboard piece, put some of that beautiful black lace, covered it with gesso, another piece of that beautiful applique, and the paper is layered, and this little rosette, which is very beautiful, that I got off of Zibbit. And created a couple more tags using tons of gesso and just paper from the collection. So very simple and filled with lace top to bottom here. So that's what that looks like. And then another little tag for pictures and a huge, ginormous tag for pictures. And I got this beautiful button from Lydia. Thank you so much, Lydia. And these gorgeous laces from Julie. So that's what that looks like. And then we'll move on to the next page, which looks like this. Got this chipboard piece, which I layered up. It's 2 different pieces from the collection. I hung a little bauble here at the bottom and used some vintage lace that I had in my stash. Put a Prima flower that I painted and put some gesso on, and put some pearls, layered up some lace trim. I used one of these gorgeous, gorgeous doilies with tons of texture right here on the pocket. Some beautiful lace from a thrift store. Put a couple little tags here, used a little Tim Holtz memo pin here,